Alright, what's going on guys? UsingActionzz here, and welcome to the face reveal / Q&A video with Kali, my girlfriend. She's just going to be reading the questions. We're going to be doing questions off Twitter and Instagram, and I know a lot of you guys have been waiting a long time for this video, and I'm sure it's nice to finally fit a face to the voice, I guess. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the Q&A. Alright, so we're doing Twitter questions first. Now the first question is from Nestor, and he asks, what is your favorite hobby? And of course my favorite hobby is hanging out with Carl. And I do a lot of hooping. I play a lot of basketball in my free time.
The next question is from A-Dog. What is your favorite game other than The Last of Us and Outlast?
I have to be The Walking Dead. Telltale's The Walking Dead. I like the whole series as a whole, but I prefer season 1 because Lee, but yeah. Also, before we go any further into the Q&A, I want to mention the lighting. I'm just using sunlight in my windows because by any means I'm not a professional YouTuber and I don't have professional lighting. Alright, next question on Twitter is from Bashoy. I hope I'm saying your name right. If I'm not, my apologies. That goes for anybody in this video. If I say your name wrong, my bad. But he asks, hi, I am new here. I just want to know more about the channel. So I'm asking, are you going to play Resident Evil 2 or Resident Evil 3? And what is your favorite Resident Evil game? I did play Resident Evil 2 as a live stream once on the channel, and I would say my favorite Resident Evil game is probably Resident Evil 7. And he also says, by the way, I like your content so much. You playing like a pro, much love and support. I appreciate that.
Anthony asks, what do you prefer, Outlast or Outlast Whistleblower?
Definitely the first Outlast. Whistleblower is a great DLC, but if there was no original Outlast, there would be no Whistleblower, so definitely the first Outlast. Next question is from Logan, and he asks, would you ever do YouTube full-time if you could? And I definitely hope I can sometime in the future. We're getting closer to that milestone every single day, so hopefully in the near future, yes.
DCI asked, who's winning in a fight, Trigger or Marta?
Definitely Marta. That is a 7-foot tall woman with a pickaxe that knows how to swing it. Marta. Next question is from Tony, and he asks, what do you think about Red Dead 2? I actually prefer Red Dead 2 over the first one. I really enjoyed the game, and I actually cried towards the ending of it when Mr. Arthur dies. I actually did shed a few tears, but yeah, very fun game. I really did enjoy playing it. Okay, so that was all the Twitter questions. Thank you guys so much for asking questions on Twitter, but now we are moving over to the Instagram questions, so let's get to it.
Mr. Memer21 asked, who is your favorite YouTuber?
Jev, or Phase Jev. I've been watching him since like early 2015, I believe, so, and I watch him every day since then, so yeah, definitely Jev. Next question is from Aiden, and he asks, what is your favorite horror game and why? And I'd have to say Outlast, but I'm sure most of you probably figured that. But other than Outlast, I really enjoyed the game Soma. A lot of you probably haven't heard of it, but it's more of a psychological horror game, but I really enjoyed the concept of it and just everything about the game, but mainly Outlast.
Daddy Prives asked, what was your first ever game you remember playing, and how did you first discover Outlast?
First game I remember playing was probably Super Mario on the Nintendo 64 when I was a little man. And I first discovered Outlast back in 2013 when it came out because, you know, PewDiePie and Markiplier and all them were playing it, so that's when I first discovered it. Next question is from FB3C3, and he asks, when did you decide that you wanted to start YouTube? I say back in like 2013, I was watching Syndicate. Some of you probably know him, some of you don't, but he's mainly known for Call of Duty Zombies, and I was watching one of his streams, and I just thought it's so amazing what he does, the audience he has, and just how he runs his channel. And then ever since that day, I always wanted my own and wanted to do this. And of course I got to it quite a few years later, but yeah, that is what inspired me to want to do YouTube.
Next question is from Conaroo34. Will you make videos on the Outlast comics?
Possibly sometime in the future. I think most people, you know, you can just go and read them yourself, but I might make a video in the future like talking about them and explaining them, but yeah. Diego asks, did you play video games when you were little or did you start playing it recently? Yeah, I've been playing video games since I was probably like 3-4 years old, and that's all because of my grandma though. Shout out to my grandma, she watches my videos. But yeah, my parents weren't crazy about video games and the violence and whatnot in them, but my grandma she bought me my first the original Xbox and all kinds of games and stuff for it, yeah. So I've been gaming most of my life.
Next question, Opulath said, in the future will you play other horror games, and if you like it, will you stick to it like Outlast 1?
If I find a game that I enjoy as much as Outlast, which I don't know if that'll be possible horror game wise because there's very few good horror games, but I don't think I'll ever stick to a game as much as I have Outlast, because I tweeted out a few days ago I have like over 170 hours on Outlast, which is kind of ridiculous for that game. Next question is from Outlaws, and he asks, would you like to do YouTube as your main job? And yes, of course I would. And we're getting closer every single day. Next question is from Irving Lopez, and he asks, how are you able to stay so calm and play survival horror games? I've been trying to play The Evil Within, but there's times where I just shit my pants and get mad scared. Any tips? P.S. Keep up the good work, dude. You've become my new favorite YouTuber. First of all, I appreciate that. And when it comes to tips and not being scared in survival horror games, it's kind of like, you gotta remember it is just a video game, and like, you know, you die, you're gonna respawn, and that's, you know, not how it is in real life. So just remember it's a game, and I think the more of them that you play, you get more used to them, and you understand the concept of the game, you understand what could happen in the game, and it just makes it less scary.
Next question is from Android. Would you make other videos with other creators or friends when Outlast Trials comes out?
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm planning on making videos with a lot of you guys actually. I'm going to be picking the game up on every system it releases on to play with as many of you guys as possible, and also record with you guys, so I think it'll be a lot of fun. Next question is from Assassinino, and he asks, who is your favorite YouTuber and who inspired you to make YouTube videos? I answered this earlier, but favorite YouTuber is Jev, and Syndicate playing Call of Duty Zombies inspired me to make YouTube videos. Nos11 Soccer asks, have you thought about vlogging? I have thought about it, but I don't think it's my cup of tea, to say the least, because I would feel really weird even just recording this video, not to mention this isn't even out in public. So if I was to be out in public doing this, I don't think I'd be comfortable at all, but maybe in the future. Maybe it's something we could move into.
The next question is from Lori. Do you have any pets, and if so, what are their names?
I got a little doggo that's trying to escape my lap right now. His name is Brinkley. He's my little man. He was just sleeping, so he's not very happy that I woke him up for a video, but yeah, all he does is eat and sleep all day, but I think that's what dogs do, but he's a cutie, so yeah, that's my pet. Alright, next question is from I'm Really Cool at Nico, and they ask, why did you decide you were going to make Outlast videos? So I first decided I was going to make Outlast videos when I was watching people play through the game, and I realized most people didn't understand the story. And I'm not trying to sound cocky, but I feel like I understand the whole story and, you know, explanations of the game better than most people do. So, yeah, I decided to make videos on that. People really enjoyed it, and that's how I started making Outlast videos. Next question is from Chicken Nuggets, and he asks, who's your favorite artist, and what songs would you recommend of this said artist? My favorite artist is probably Lil Skies. I do listen to a lot of different music, but overall, I really follow Lil Skies and listen to all his music, really enjoy it all. And songs I would recommend from said artist, I really enjoy his first album he ever released, which is Life of a Dark Rose. And those of you that care probably don't even, you know, most of you probably don't even know who Lil Skies is, but that's my favorite artist, and I really enjoy his album. Next question is from Trevor, and he asks, how did you get into horror games, and which is your favorite? I first got into horror games because I like being scared, as weird as that is, so horror games do that. And then, which is your favorite? My overall favorite horror game is Outlast. Next question is from Sophia Grace, and she asks, if you could pick one horror movie to be made into a video game, which would it be? Actually, this is Carl's idea, but she said Paranormal Activity, and I actually think that would be really cool. It'd be kind of like a Five Nights at Freddy's kind of game. Those of you know that know what Five Nights at Freddy's is, but I think that would be kind of a cool game concept, but I don't know how it'd really work out. But yeah, I think I enjoy those movies, and I think that would be a cool game.
The next question is from Bog K. Drop the Twitch channel, boy. LMAO.
I have a Twitch channel. Link in the description. Okay, keep going.
Where did your name UsingActionzz come from?
So one of my favorite life quotes, I guess, is actions speak louder than words, and using words sounds really dumb. So, UsingActionzz. This question is from Prathro, and he asked, tell us how you and Carly met. Well, it was my junior year in high school, it was her senior year in high school, and we were in a fax class together, and I was too lazy to do a crossword puzzle, so I asked her for answers, and she gave me the answers, and I proceeded to I didn't even use the answers to do the crossword. But that's how we started off talking.
The next question is from Boris. Who is your favorite mod?
I can't pick a favorite mod. I appreciate all my mods. They all do a great job.
Django asked, when are you making trigger juice?
Whenever I can find somebody to squish in an elevator. Okay, so we're going to do a little speed run of a few questions because these are kind of repeats, but I want to mention as many of you guys in the video as possible. So, this question is from Fan. I'm so sorry. And they ask, what is your favorite horror game other than the Outlast series? And like I said earlier in the video, I really enjoyed the Soma game, or Soma, if you haven't heard of it, whatever. But I really enjoy Soma. And next question is from Dan, and he asked, what inspired you to make videos on YouTube? Like I said earlier, Syndicate, playing Call of Duty Zombies, about a long time ago. Next question is from Jaden Rodriguez, and he asked, what made you want to do Outlast videos? Once again, the story, most people didn't understand it. I felt like I did, so I started making videos on it, and it kind of just took off from there. Another question from Jaden, he also asked, have you played Life is Strange? I have, and I really enjoyed it. Really cool concept for a game. Next question is from Ryan, and he asked, if you had to pick one to be your cameraman, who would you pick, Miles Upshur or Blake Langerman? Definitely Miles Upshur, because I feel like Blake talks too much and gives some very not needed input. I feel like Miles just keeps his mouth shut, does the camera work. I can appreciate that, so Miles Upshur. Next question is from Sai Studios, and they asked, do you guys plan on playing any horror games together? If so, which ones? She's tried to play some horror games. She has played some Outlast, she has played some Slender, and it went okay, I guess. I don't know if we're ever gonna put any of them up on the channel, but we'll see in the future. Next question is from Zoe Fazoli. Nice name. And they ask, what is your favorite music? Question for both. Mine's Lil Skies. She likes Post Malone. Next question is from Sturm Jaden, and they ask, if you were in Miles, Waylon's, or Blake's situation, who would you be and why? Definitely Waylon, because Waylon got back to somewhat of a normal life with his family, and Blake was brought in to be tortured, and Miles is just Miles. Next question is from Rivalry, and they ask, how did you get so good at Outlast? Like I mentioned earlier in the video, I have over like 170 hours played in the game, so the more that you play a game, the better you get at it. Alright guys, so that has been the face reveal / Q&A video. I know a lot of you guys have been waiting a very long time for this video, and I hope you enjoyed it. This is my first time ever making a video like this, so I apologize if it was kind of bad. So with that being said, hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure to like button. You guys new to my channel, subscribe. And I will talk to you guys in the next video.